Welcome back to my channel, friends. This is Sonia here, and this is one of the most requested video to do decoupage on a plastic container. So I thought, why not to club the mixed media and the decoupage technique so that it's fun for you guys to create something really beautiful for your place. Now here I have this cute little jar of hot chocolate, which I absolutely love, and the hot chocolate in the jar both. So I'm going to alter this one. First I'm prepping up my base with a white color gesso. Now as you can see that the base is pure purple, so having a coat of gesso, like I really need to have good 2-3 coats of gesso so that I can cover it up completely. If you do not have gesso, you can start with the acrylic paints, but there is a huge difference in gesso and acrylic paint. I have already done a video on that. Do check that so that it helps you guys. Now I'm using a flat brush to cover up my complete bottle. You can use a sponge dauber, you can use a piece of sponge, any of those work perfectly. Like usually for my first layer I do the flat brush, but if I have to go for the final coat, I always prefer to have a sponge dauber because it does not leave any brush marks. Now here in this one I realized that my gesso was not really supporting me with this one, so I had to use my sponge dauber a lot of time and I could not get the very good surface, but then I was absolutely okay with that because like I said, I had planned to do some mixed media and decoupage work on this. If you are a beginner, do check my videos where I have shown that why you need to prep up your base, why you need to have a white color before doing any of your decoupage napkin or the tissue work, and that makes a huge difference, friends. I have also done a video where I have done the comparison between the acrylic paints and the gesso, acrylic paints and the chalk paints. So all those videos are there on my channel. Do check that, and that is going to really help you. And if you are a beginner and even if you are on a mid-level, it's good to know these kind of differences so that your work becomes easier. Now it's time to decide on the napkin, which is a very confusing part. If I had decided anything before starting up my video, it becomes easy. But if I'm doing a video and then I'm deciding, it becomes really difficult. So I have to really cut down so much of my portions of my deciding on the napkin. Now this is one beautiful piece of napkin which I really loved, and I thought of having this. Now I really wanted to highlight this lady a little more because otherwise, if I do the proper color blending, it is going to just smudge out, and I did not wanted that. Now I'm removing both the plies and I'm going to use my decoupage glue to stick this one. Now the decoupage glue what I'm using is my DIY decoupage glue. The video links are there beneath the description box, and if you have Mod Podge, you can use that also. It's absolutely fine. Now with a flat brush, I just spread my decoupage glue and I'm sticking my napkin, and I just want to make sure that I am doing it really well. So what I am doing is that I am going to stick it with the same flat paint brush. Now whenever you are using the same paint brush for your applying of decoupage glue and sticking it, make sure your brush does not have excessive decoupage glue, otherwise it might ruin your napkin. So now here I am done with my sticking work, and I need to make sure that I dry this really well so that I can move on to the next step. Now as it's a plastic container, it is something that I cannot use my heat gun constantly. Anyways, you should not use your heat gun constantly, but especially when you have these kind of thin plastic containers, you can't use your heat gun at a one go. So what you need to do is you need to keep on doing the heat gun, then leave it for some time, then use the heat gun, then leave it for some time. Now here, once my napkin has dried out, I'm applying a coat of varnish. Now why varnish? Because I'm going to play around with some colors, and I really wanted that my napkin should not get rained off at all. Now again I will have to dry this up, and for that I will be using my heat gun. If you don't have heat gun, do not worry, you can use it you can use your natural fan air or the natural air to dry it up, but it is something which takes time. So that's the reason I highly recommend that if you are into crafting, then please do have this heat gun. This is such a helpful tool. Now it's time to start my color blending work, and here I have a yellow color acrylic paint and I'm just brushing it off on the sides. I did not wanted to start with a very dark yellow color, the natural yellow color. That's the reason I have diluted that with water. Now the reason why I have diluted is because when we are doing the color blending work, blending the colors, the real colors becomes a little difficult. So if you dilute it with water, the blending becomes much more easier. Plus the look and feel what it gives is something which I really like. Now I will be covering my complete pot with the yellow color. Now here I am using an yellow color acrylic paint. You can use chalk paints, shimmer paints, metallic paints. The color choice is completely your friends. You can choose any of the colors, kind of colors you want, but you just need to check that how you are going to blend the color should work really well. Now I have used a flat brush here because I wanted to have a very nice and roughy edges here, and I think this is going to look really good. Of course, for speed up my drying process, I'm using my heat gun, and if it's a plastic container, you will have to be a little careful, friends. Now, I really love this grape juice spray paint from Crafty Scrapper, so I'm just trying to smudge this to my box, and this looks absolutely gorgeous. In video, actually, you cannot see the real color combination what it has come out. It looks absolutely beautiful. At the end, I'm sharing the pictures. Do check that. This has turned out so beautiful. I'm just blending this with my thin round brush, and the combination of yellow and this grape juice color is something which really fascinated me, and I am loving it so much. Now it's time to color up my lid, and I did not want to have the exact same color on my lid. I wanted to have a little contrast here. So I'm not doing any yellow color here. I'm directly applying my shimmer spray here, and this is just something which I am diluting with a little water because I wanted my cap to look a little different, a little contrast than the bottle. So I'm just doing a brush up work here. Now the fun part is to have some nice embellishment. Now this is one of the POP embellishments which I had made. So if you want to see that how this has been done, the video link is up and even in the down in the description box. Do check that. That was a really fun video by Vanya. Now I have sticked this with my heat gun, and this looks really good. Now I'm just adding a jute thread here. If you want, you can definitely skip this part. This is completely your choice whether you want to add some threads here or not. You can even try using some of nice metal embellishments or flowers or any kind of hangings, teeny mini ones, and this is going to add a little more extra charm to your project.
À deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à
effacer. It's time to add some more shades. So here I'm using a brown color spray, and I'm using that on my lid completely, and bit of spray on the sides of my jar, and this looks absolutely gorgeous. Now with my wet wipe, I'm just trying to remove all the excessive paints from my napkin, and just because I had used my varnish, I can easily clean up my napkin. So that's the best part of using your varnishes on your napkin. Now with my heat gun, I'm trying to dry this out and Once this dries out, it's going to look absolutely fab and beautiful. Now once it dries out, then I'm going to use my varnish and I'll make good 2-3 seals of varnish here. And yes, with this my video tutorial is done, friends. I really hope that you all enjoyed this tutorial. I'm listing down all the supplies down in the description box. If you guys have any query, please do comment below. I will be more than happy to help you all. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care. Bye bye.
Passé à 2 doigts de nos lèvres, 2 doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à 2 doigts de nos lèvres, 2 doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer.